Well, hope you stayed warm throughout the day today. Highs only getting up into those lower 30s. Right now, back down in those 20s. So, again, heading into the overnight, clear skies, mostly clear heading into the overnight. Winds screaming out of the north at upwards of 10 to 15 miles per hour. Some of us upwards of 25 miles per hour, staying brutally cold into the overnight, feeling like potentially even the single digits out there. For a lot of us right now, feeling like the teens, more or less, but even colder than that expected for the overnight. Will bottom out in the teens, but unlike last week, we're not seeing any potential for wintry weather. It's just going to be that cold, but it is that cold that also brings that same danger. Make sure you have those taps on dripping tonight and heading into Sunday overnight into Monday as well, but we'll get there in a little bit. For now, we'll look at what we've got coming into the overnight tonight. Cold weather advisory for the majority of our Mississippi counties here. For Sumter and Choctaw County, extreme cold warning. That means wind chills are going to be down around 5 degrees or lower, or at the very least feel like that. For the majority of us out there, those wind chills are going to be sort of the breaking point out there. As we bottom out in those teens overnight tonight, could feel even colder thanks to that wind chill. As cold as potentially 5 degrees or the single digits. We'll see those cold temperatures over Sunday morning and Monday morning before getting some reprieve heading into Tuesday and Wednesday this week. But then again, more cold on the way. We'll get to that, but really what I want to focus on is these 2 days right here, Sunday morning and Monday morning, because while Sunday morning's highs take us back into those 40s, it's going to be imperative you stay warm over the course of Sunday morning, because it'll be on into the afternoon before we really see ourselves breaking out of those 30s and into the 40s, and even then, mid and lower 40s, mostly sunny skies. Still going to be cold for your afternoon. Make sure you have a good jacket on hand at every given point heading into your Sunday. Because even beyond that, we're back in the 40s for our highs on Sunday, mid and upper 50s into Monday, so better temperatures even on the way here. Heading on into Tuesday and then into Wednesday, rain comes in on the back half of Tuesday, heading into Wednesday, back in the 60s there. Really going to feel like a treat for a lot of us after such a brutally cold start to the week. Back in the 60s for Tuesday, then into the 50s heading into Wednesday. But really, watch out for that cold, especially if you have a tendency to get cold fast, or if you're out there with maybe a little bit less than the necessary cold weather protection. Watch out for hypothermia in both you and your friends and family. Watch out for things like confusion, excessive shivering, and things like difficulty speaking or slurred speech, sleepiness, and stiff muscles. All signs of hypothermia. Get them out of the cold. Get them under blankets and jackets. Don't put them in front of the space heater or fireplace. Warming them up slowly is paramount if you think they have hypothermia. And if you think they have anything more severe, make sure you always dial 911 in the event that something else like that could happen. Now for your 10-day at 10 temperatures overnight tonight, back in the teens, could feel even lower than that. We're back in the 40s for our highs heading into Sunday. 50s and 60s heading into Monday and Tuesday. Then back in the 50s and 40s for Wednesday and Thursday, with those rain coming on late Tuesday and early on Wednesday.
I like that Tuesday. You said it's a nice little with some of the PM rain, but you mentioned a great point, kind of